everybody, thank you so much for checking out this video. This is part of a two-part series. So the first part of this series is going over some basics to dynamic warm-up, stability and mobility movements, with the idea that mobility is your control over your flexibility. And the second part of this video goes into some deep stretching. We're going to hold in poses that are going to release the muscles that we just warmed up and worked out, with the goal being to get towards improvement in your splits, your front splits. So again, this video is in two parts, and the first part is just dynamic warm-up, getting our heart rate up very minimally. It's not about burning a bunch of calories and getting super sweaty. It's just about saying hello to the body, getting the joints moving and wiggling, a couple conditioning exercises that will help you with your control over your joints and your muscles. And then the second video is geared specifically towards long holds to release tension and gain more flexibility. So thank you guys so much for checking us out, and we hope you have fun. Let's get going. Okay, if you want to put down a yoga mat, you can put a yoga mat down. I'm just going to do this on my carpet. But the first thing that we're going to do, I like to get my body warmed up on the ground and then make my way to standing, get my heart rate going a little bit in a standing position, and then do some conditioning exercises and come back down to the ground for a deep stretch. So we're going to start here. We're going to go to hands and knees. We're going to make sure that the shoulders are lined up over the wrists, and just take a nice gentle cat-cow inhale. Belly fall, exhale, close. Long breath. Good. I'm going to tuck my toes here, walk my hands slightly forward. And I'm just going to walk the weight back and forth. Getting a little mobility in the hips. Good. And bring your hands back underneath. And go for a little threading of the needle. Open up. Exhale through. This is just again some gentle movement. You need to force anything. Enjoying the body. Good, and now we'll walk the hands over to the left side, driving that right hip down into the right heel. Deep breaths into the belly, opening up through the glutes. And walk over to the other side. Good, coming back to center. And coming back up on all fours. Just going to find some gentle waking up of the core and balance here. I'm going to extend the left leg back. Good, trying to keep that hip square to the ground. Toes facing the earth. Try not to let them rotate open. Good, and switch other side. Just finding a little bit of activation. And switch, this time opposite arm, opposite leg, reaching out. Stretch the wrists out. gentle downward dog. Now the goal here is not to necessarily have straight knees and heels flat on the ground. We're looking for a nice long spine, a nice connection from the tailbone all the way through the crown of the head with a proud chest. So as I inhale, exhale, send the hips back and the heart towards the toes. Good, this is a great place to start. Pedaling through the feet. Again, we're not going for a deep stretch just yet. We're just waking up the muscles, getting them warm and mobile. Good, I'm gonna lift the heels, bend the knees a lot, press the heart towards the toes, and then again, lengthen the hips. Inhale up to the tippy toes, bend the knees, send the heart back, lift. Let's do that 2 more times. Bend, lift as you inhale, exhale, send it all back and up. Good, gently walking the feet towards the hands, soft bend in the knees here, pressing the belly into the thigh, try not to be here, we really want to find this connection. Dropping the head, maybe grabbing the ankles, maybe grabbing opposite elbows if that feels good. Wherever your hands are, try to release the tension in the head and the neck and the shoulders. Let your head feel heavy. Good. We're going to plant one hand in front of the face, reach one arm up to the side, opening twist. Exhale, switch. Other side, inhale, open, so left arm is up, left leg is straight. Switch. And again, try to connect all the movement. I'm not finding any time where we're stopped or frozen. Good, one more. Both hands down, bend the knees a lot. Shift the weight forward into the toes. Release the head, tucking the chin to the chest. Roll it up slow, one vertebrae at a time. Let it feel heavy. The head be the last thing to rise. Good. Awesome job, you guys. So that's just a nice way to start your warm-up. Everything's kind of been twisted and moved. Now we're going to get the heart rate up a little bit more, so we'll have some space next to you. I'm just going to take you through a little plie with a touch. So I'm bending the knees, touching the other foot. Bend and tap, bend and tap, bend and tap. You can take those bends as deep as you want to, or keep them shallow. We're gonna bring the arms out to the side and sweeping the arm across every time we tap the foot. Here we go. And bend, tap, tap, pull the belly button in. Good, this should just be a gentle movement. Again, we're not looking for extreme cardio or any type of HIIT right now. We're just getting the body warmed up and agile to get ready for some conditioning and some flexibility, some deep stretch. Keep breathing. Good, really feeling that twist in the shoulders. Nice. All right, we're gonna come center and straighten. We're gonna take 4 plies here, just bending the legs. Bend and stretch, bend, stretch. 2 more. Gentle movement. Good, we're gonna face the right side. I'm gonna bring that back leg behind me. Energy in both feet. Bring the tailbone in line with the spine. Bend the knees. Make sure that we're lined up over the center here. We're not too far forward or too far back. Bring the arms up overhead. Anchor the shoulders down. We're gonna straighten and lower the arms. Get tall and bend. Good, breathe. Just waking up, noticing the glutes and the hamstrings. Nice movement, finding joy. Just being present in your body right now. No need to force it to do anything. Last one. Good, shake it out. Let's get to the other side. Remembering that this movement, you guys, is not about burning calories in this moment. We're not seeking this weight loss goal. We're just finding joy in our body and gratitude for the ability to move, for being able to be present with ourselves and find a smile on our face as we take this movement. Good. Good, let's shake it out a little. Nice work, you guys. So what I want to do now is grab a towel. If you have a towel, it doesn't have to be very big, or you can use socks if you're on a bare floor. And we are going to slide our foot back into a low lunge and then slide it forward. We're going to do 5 on one leg and then 5 on the other. All right, if you have your towel, let's go. You might not need a towel. I don't need a towel because I am working on carpet. So I'm going to keep my hands on my hips and we're going to slide the foot back. As we do this, make sure that you're keeping your weight centered right in your center line. Yes, so even as the legs split apart this way, we don't want our weight to travel out or be too far forward or backwards. Keep everything hugged into that center line. Here we go, sliding the foot back, keeping it connected. Find that low lunge and slide it back in. Good, slide it down and back in. 3 more here, breathe. Oh, it's hard on carpet. Keep that stability in the hips. Try to keep them parallel and straight forward. 2 separate train tracks. Last one. And in. Nice, you guys. Other side. Here we go. Sliding it back. Pull the belly button in. Ooh. And up. And slide. And up. Good. Make sure that we're not releasing that lower back as we get into this position. Keep the tailbone in line with the spine. 3 more. A lot of times these notes are for myself to do these exercises, noticing how the body's moving, just checking in to be aware with my alignment. Awesome, you guys, great job. We're gonna step side to side now. All right, so we're gonna have a slight turn out in the feet. We're gonna step over to one side. We're gonna tap one foot behind us. So this, for some of you fitness people, this is a curtsy squat. We're gonna hold that squat, okay? Hold, reach to the front, bring it up 4 times. 2, and 3, and 4. Other side, here we go. Bring it behind and reach 1, 2, 3, and 4. Other side, bring it through, behind, good. Try to find lightness in that transition. Again, this is for mobility and feel good. Breathe, find softness in your movement. Promise you're still building strength. You're still building mobility. Nice. Other side, last one. And reach forward. Keep those shoulders down, away from the ears, belly button pulled into the spine. Nice job, you guys. Come center. Whew. Just a breath. Bring the feet together. Our heart rate's up a little bit. Let's inhale deep. One more. Good. We're gonna roll down and we're gonna get back into that high lunge position. We're gonna do some mobility stuff for our hips there. And then we're gonna transition into our stability training, okay? So stabilizing and building strength around the muscles that we're gonna want to find a deep hold in just a second. So rolling the chin down. Good. Finding the hands on the floor. I'm gonna step my right foot in between my hands. Send that left leg back. Good. Now, if you find yourself rounding forward in this position and because the floor is maybe too far away, go ahead and put some blocks or some books underneath your hands. I'm gonna go ahead and do that just to show you guys how this really helps change. There we go, a little bit more even there. So this allows me, even this, I could go a little bit higher with my books here so that I'm really flat and I'm not trying to strain into this position. Okay, so something just to support. And once you're in this position, energy through that back heel, pull the belly button in, pull that front hip back to be in line with the left, and just little rocks back and forth, transferring the weight front to back. Good, proud chest. Again, try not to round through the shoulders here. Good. I'm going to bring my supports a little bit behind me. Step that back foot in. I'm going to bend all the way down and up. Again, I'm not looking for a full stretch. Just saying hello to this movement. Knees aren't completely straight just yet. More worried about having my heart proud, keeping the shoulders back. Last one. Good, and extend back down into that high lunge. Maybe keep your books, maybe release them. I'm gonna plant my left hand on the floor in front of me, so my right leg is forward, left hand is on the earth. Inhale, look up to the sky. Exhale, bring that hand behind. Inhale, soften that right shoulder towards your right knee. Exhale, twist. Again. Little breaths here. 2 more. Last one. Good. Inhale, release the arm up. Bring it back down. And we're going to gently step that back foot to the front and just give the legs a little shake, a little wiggle. And I want you to actually let the muscles move. Don't be timid with the shake here. Really let it shake and move. Little bounces. Good. Roll it up slow. Tucking the chin in. Nice. Good job, you guys. Remember to breathe slowly. Yes, we're not looking for getting our heart rate up too high right now. We're not trying to run a marathon. Just trying to move slowly and say hello to the body. Let's roll down the other side. Good. I'm going to take my hands onto my supports here. Step that left foot forward this time. Send the right leg back. And again, I'm going to drive through that heel and then make sure the left leg hip isn't pulled forward. Pull it back to be in line with the spine. Proud chest here. Belly button drawn in. We're in an active pose, an active stretch. I'm not hanging out here. Muscles are engaged. Intention is focused. Little rocks back and forth. Again, just smile at yourself. Coming back to the gratitude, the joy of being able. Just being proud of your body for moving, being proud of your mind for deciding to move, that you chose to put this video on, that you're choosing to continue. The Maverick's gonna get in here and help us out a little bit. I kicked his kennel, so he's unsure. Good, you guys. I'm gonna step that back foot in. Maverick, go lay down. Go. Good boy. Good boy. Bring that back foot in a little bit. Good, and we're gonna bend all the way down. Again, the goal here is not to get knees straight. The goal is to have this nice flat back with an engaged core. So plie and stretch, down and stretch. Bend. Good, you guys. Keep breathing. Wonderful. One more here. Awesome. Again, I'm going to come back to that lunge. I'm going to move these out of the way here. Plant that right hand on the ground. Inhale the left arm up to the sky. Exhale it behind. Good. Softening the shoulder. And twist as you let the air out. Couple more. Last one. Inhale, reach the arm up. Exhale it back down to the ground. And again, just gently and mindfully transferring that weight forward. Take a second, shake it out. Little bounces, release the head and the neck, release the tension in the shoulders if there was any. Tuck the chin to the chest and roll it up. Whoa, awesome job, you guys. All right, so now that we are a little bit more warm, which just means that our blood is flowing a little bit more. We've got more fluid going to the joints and to the muscles. We're going to transition into stability and conditioning exercises. One of the best ways to have good control over your flexibility is to make sure that you have strength in those moves and in those positions. So this next series of workouts, again, is not looking for how far we can get in these moves with our muscles, but how much we can control them. Okay, so I'm gonna get these books out of my way, and if you have a mat, again, this is a great time for a mat. What I'm going to do is we're going to lay down on the side here, and puppies are always fun in the videos. He's blocking my feet, but that's okay. So I'm going to have a nice alignment from my hips to my shoulders, pull the belly button in. A lot of times we do this work and we let the belly hang, and that's actually not using the right muscles. It's putting too much pressure on the lower back here. We want a nice, strong, stable core as we work through this. So the first thing that we're gonna do is we're just gonna do some clamshells. If you want a band, you wanna add in a little bit more tension and resistance, you can put a band around the thighs here. We wanna keep the feet connected, pull the belly button in, and we're just gonna gently open. Open one, good, two. Trying to focus on the belly staying connected and using the glutes here to make this movement happen. Feel your medius engaged. Good, breathe. Yeah, we're not going for speed, we're going for stability, correct alignment, functional movement. Good, couple more. All right, now we're gonna extend that bottom leg, and I'm gonna bring this top leg in front. So my bottom leg is straight. Again, you wanna check in with your alignment that the leg isn't going behind you and causing an arc in the low back. I want my hips to be in a nice alignment. I'm actually gonna bring that bottom leg slightly out in front of me. All right, the top leg I'm gonna flex and turn out so the kneecap is facing the ceiling. Thank you, Maverick. And I'm going to point the foot, bring it into my passe position. Now, we want to make sure that we're working on our turnout here. So the muscles that we were just activating in those clamshells, see if you can get that muscle to activate again. Try to pull the knee back. Extend the leg straight up, flex and lower. Again, this is not about getting the leg all the way over here. All right, this is about proper alignment and engaging the leg muscles here, using the right muscle groups to build strength around this movement so you have real control. Good, coming in. Breathe, belly button is drawn in. Nice. Just gonna do 8 here, so this will be 5. And 6. And 7. Ooh, I feel that butt muscle. It's on fire. And 8. Nice. Good. Ooh, shake it out. Let's do the other side. Here we go. So again, finding that nice alignment, belly button drawn in, just engaging the glutes. And if you need more resistance, if you have a lot of instability in the hips, or you're having trouble feeling that muscle activating, go ahead and put a band around the thighs here. So we've got little clamshells open and close. Try not to move the hips here. Don't let them rock back. Belly button drawn in. This hand in front of me, I'm just using for simple support. I'm not pressed into it. All right, you can challenge yourself to make sure that you're really active in your core by lifting that hand up off the floor. Maybe bringing it to the hip. Maybe extending it up above. See if you can still maintain no wobble. Good, you guys. Awesome, last one. All right, we're gonna extend those legs out. Bottom leg is straight. Yes, again, core is on. Flex and rotate that top leg. Here we go, point, bring it in. Extend, flex and lower. And bring it up. Flex and lower. Again, core turned on here. I can tell that this is a little bit of a weaker side for me. Got lots of rock in my center, which is okay. That's the point of these slower, controlled movements. Is to check in with your stability, your foundational skills. Are you solid? So when we go to move quicker, move faster, jump, turn, we know that these muscles are strong and secure. Good, 2 more. Again, we're not worried about flexibility here. It's about control. Keep the muscle engaged the whole time. Nice. Awesome job, you guys. Shake it out a little. Good. And then what I like to do just to loosen up the hips before we get going into some control and stability is just let them fall side to side. A little bit of hip rocks. This is very loose. Breathe. Good. All right, so for this next one, I'm gonna go ahead and take my shoes off. If you're wearing shoes and you wanna take them off, it depends on the floor you're on. You can also just throw that same towel that we were using earlier underneath your shoes and use it as a slider. But we're gonna work through active muscles for our splits. So again, as we go into our splits, we're not just flopping down into this position and hoping that our flexibility will be there for us. We want to make sure that we have the muscles to control it. So bringing this foot out in front of you, hands on the hips. I'm going to do this to the side so you guys can see. There we go. I'm going to slide the foot forward and then slide it back. You should feel those hamstrings engage. Slide it forward, slide it back. Pull the belly button in. Good. Again, slide it forward and pull it back. If this isn't feeling good on your supporting knee for whatever reason, you can lay your mat underneath it, maybe fold it a couple times, put a towel down, whatever you might need. Good, forward. Pull into the belly, keeping keeping your foot connected to the floor. Good, bring it forward. And you should feel some activation in the front of the thigh here. Good. We're gonna do the same leg. We're just gonna go out to the side. So I'm gonna turn the foot out. All right, and I'm gonna slide it outside. Pull it back in. Slide it out. Pull it back in. Good, and again, this doesn't have to go very far. As long as you're feeling the muscles active, keeping that core centered. You're doing it right. Don't try and get this hyperextended turn out here. Just slide so that knee is lined up over the ankle, ankles in line with the toes. Whatever your turn is, your turnout is, that's where we want to work here. Good, a couple more. Again, as we're getting to the place where it might be a little bit more challenging, maybe your heart rate's going up a little bit more, or getting a little more sweaty, can you bring your thoughts back to just being grateful for the body right now as it moves, as you put it through this challenge. Good, let's switch it out, other side. It's gonna feel really good to stretch these muscles in a minute. Other foot forward, same thing, make sure you're in nice alignment here. No weird schlumpy things. Pull it in. And again, sliding the foot forward, pulling it back. Draw that belly button in. Now, if your hamstrings are not super strong, and this is new for you to start engaging this way, just do a couple of them. Yes, we don't want to strain the hamstring. Those muscles are easy to hurt. And a lot of times you always hear people saying, well, I pulled my hamstring, I did this to my hamstring. So really make sure that you're conscious of that and that you're only working in with whatever your boundaries are for your body today. And knowing that you'll get stronger the more you do these exercises. They don't get easier, you get stronger. Good, a couple more. Let's do last one here. Pull the belly in. Awesome, into the side, same thing, so we're up on the knee, turning that foot out, just whatever my turnout is that's comfortable for my hips. Over here, no hyperextension. Don't let the hips twist. Keep them squared off to the front. Slide it down. Ooh, I had a little pop there. Bring it back. Good. Coming back to your breath. Nice, you guys. Keep breathing. See if you can bring your thoughts to your breath, but also to your body. How's it feeling in this movement? What muscles do you feel working? Are there new sensations that are happening? New things you haven't felt before, or maybe haven't felt in a while? And again, just send some gratitude towards those feelings. Let's do 2 more. Last one. Ooh. All right, awesome job, you guys. That's it. We should be warm now. We should be mobile. You should be maybe a little bit sweaty. If you're not, that's okay. Thank you so much for doing this intro to dynamic warm-up and this intro to getting yourself ready for a deep stretch. So thank you guys, and please, if you like these videos, go ahead and hit subscribe. There's gonna be more advanced ones coming out, but thank you, and I appreciate you for checking us out, and we'll see you later.